to scare people to make money.
And that certainly looks like the way it's going. The legions of doomsayers continue to grow, but some of their prophets have started to hedge their bets. Even though he's just published another book on how to survive the apocalypse, author Lawrence Joseph is no longer so sure it's coming.
In all honesty, my thinking has changed. Okay, 2012 serves as a good working deadline. And what it serves to do is enable us to examine threats.
While Joseph believes the danger from solar flares is real, he's distancing himself from bad threats based on bad science.
Clearly, somebody who uses 2012 to stir up baseless fears for the purpose of gaining profit is doing a disservice to us all. Someone who points out real dangers and in so doing causes people to fear those dangers is doing a service, because fear is a great motivator to avoid danger.
Hunbat's Men also says December 2012 is really just a reference point and not a hard deadline for the end of the world.
I know this information. Maybe later, in years, I can calculate that, but not right now.
Of course, that doesn't mean Hunbat's Men won't continue to encourage people to come to his school to meditate on December 21st, 2012.
Many people that are going to come here, I know, because just I have the connections. Japanese, Europeans, Americans, and the big group, Our Places Tours, they like to be here.
It seems there's a certain kind of desperate edge to taking something like a Mayan myth to try and make sense in a kind of bric-a-brac manner. But maybe that's evidence of just how fractured our existing social situation has become.
Good evening, everybody. Tonight we are going.
The executive directors of Patrick Gerald's group aren't retreating from their 2012 deadlines. In fact, Gerald is now moving it up.
Our first goal is to survive. Then the second goal is to rebuild.
It has to be a very open book and not a closed book that people think that we put the money of the investors in our pockets.
At this moment, we have very good applicants, and then they will help us choose the new ones. Well, it will something like American Idol, something like that. And then we can choose the best ones.
They've purchased at least one property in Spain, but Gerald is worried they're running out of time.
I can only say that it is 2012, but it could happen earlier. And if you are not here and it happens, then you are stuck.
Hey everyone, it's Pam. How you doing? Give me a call back.
Pam Walters is still on target for December 21st, 2012, but she's struggling to motivate her internet group to get moving.
When it comes down to it, they just don't want to believe that this is really going to happen, that bad things are going to happen.
She believes people are procrastinating.
The problem is that time is short. People are mostly last-minute people. And I believe that if you wait till the last minute, you're not going to make it.
I think people fear death. Death is the great unknown. And I see the end of the world anxiety as a projection of the personal human experience onto the world as a whole, because considering it collectively makes it a little bit easier to approach and to think about.
Dennis McClung thinks that the collective approach to 2012 is the most important thing about the movement.
Maybe collectively we manifest our destiny. Now we have one target date and it kind of puts it all together. Obviously it's meant to be because it's happening now. Well, there are bad things happening, but it's time for it. With bad things, good things happen.
And of course, if you keep talking about it, you could create that kind of psychological effect. That is part of the danger of this hysteria about 2012, is people will do crazy things that have nothing to do with the real empirical world, but have to do with their reaction to all this talk of fear and calamity.
Do you have a nuke suit?
No, I do not. We'll have to get
Yeah,
one of those.
we got a pretty good deal on them. Jim, you got a suit, right? Yeah. Three. Okay. Yeah, I got enough for my family too.
And no matter what happens, McClung will be there to help with 2012supplies.com.
It's there to fill a need up until 2012. And after that, maybe I can spin it and say, hey, I have 2012 different types of survival supplies. I don't know.
Maybe you can just change 2012 to what would be the next one?
Maybe 2043. I think we're expecting a close comet.